Hey, I had a super interesting conversation with a student the other day, and I thought it would make an interesting video. The student asked me, well, I've been teaching for decades, and I guess technically started playing keyboards and sang in choirs, but not for long because I can't sing at all. Then took clarinet lessons, did not recorder, it was a flutophone. It was like a little recorder-like instrument. But did, so did that, did clarinet, actually took guitar lessons and did not like the lessons. The teacher was just like, you're going to learn a C chord and a G chord. And we spent like 2 weeks on that. And then, okay, and now here's, like, I don't even know, like, little Sally Strummer or something. Just some silly 2-chord song. It's like G, C, G, 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 C, G, G, and that was the song. And I'm like, I want to learn Kiss tunes. I want to learn like cool stuff. So did not like it at all. But anyway, I'm just looking for the email because she asked. No, we were doing a song, and I said, okay, so now you have the chords, simple. Now let's talk about how the chords kind of lay out beat-wise, strum-wise, time-wise. And I said, because music is really the arrangement of sound in time. So we have the sound, the chords. Now we have to, the other part that makes it music is time. And she went, hold on a sec. Can you repeat that? So I did. And she's like, I love that. I really like that. And I said, well, I mean, think about it. That's what music is. Because it doesn't have to have melody. It doesn't have to have harmony. It doesn't have to have, like, all of these things that we think of as music. It doesn't have to have, okay? Because, like, you could argue, oh, well, rap isn't music, or, like, but it is. It is. It just may not have melody. It definitely has rhythm, and it can have harmonies if it's not just a beat and somebody rapping. If there's instrumentation, then it could certainly have melody, things like that. But like then, sort of that rationale, a drum solo isn't music, and sort of by extrapolating that, playing drums isn't music. It isn't a musical instrument. I find that to be false. That's not correct. So, excuse me. So she said, like, can I write that down? And with COVID and stuff, it didn't look like she had a pen, and I didn't want to give her my pen because, you know, I don't know. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to jot a note and I'll send it in the email. So here's what the email was, and I sort of explained a little more, and I thought that this would make a great video. So, like we were talking about, I was curious and Googled the definition of music. Here's what popped up. Vocal or, quote, vocal or instrumental sounds, or both. There you go. Vocal or instrumental sounds, or both, combined in such a way as to produce beauty of form, harmony, and expression of emotion, end quote. In that, I looked in a couple of different places, and that's like the Merriam-Webster, Oxford, whatever, dictionary definition of music. So then my next paragraph was, I don't like that at all. Beauty of form. Whose definition of beauty? right? Harmony, which is two or more notes played at the same time. So lots of rap is out. What about a drum solo? And then I continued with expression of emotion is about the only thing I agree with, but then again, everything could be an expression of emotion. Like the 2 days ago, I made a lasagna for my family. I then went off to work. It was in the fridge, and I said, throw it in the oven. I told my wife, throw it in the oven. It's all made up. It's in the casserole dish and everything. I guess that's an expression of love for my family. That's an emotion. So lasagna was an expression of love, an expression of emotion. So that's kind of like, well, I guess anything can be. So then I continued with, I like, quote, music is the conscious organization of sound in time, end quote. That is my definition of music. I like that because, as I typed, I think that covers it all. And it excludes accidental music, like rainfall, because that's not a conscious organization of sound. You could argue Mother Nature, God, I don't know. I find the sound of rain usually to be beautiful. When it's flooding my basement, I'm not so keen on it. When I have to go somewhere and I'm getting soaked, it's not so beautiful. But anyway, it's not something that somebody structured into music. It's just sort of accidentally happens. But so there we are, and then I finished my email with my usual little self-deprecating humor. I'm not just a live guitar player. I can be quite philosophical too. But I thought that that was interesting, and if anybody has any comments about what music is or my definition of music, then by all means comment underneath this video and like the video, subscribe, share the video, get some conversation going about what really music, what music is. So there we are.